The Tempest is Shakespeare's last play. So it is interesting that it's not the last play because he died. He lived 5 more years without writing a new play. It's almost like a last will. It's not will Shakespeare, it's his last will. And I think that here he speaks about some eternal human questions. First of all, what is the responsibility of an artist or of a scientist, of a magician, with the powers given from somewhere, from an upper power, from a divine power? What is the relationship with divinity? But also about revenge and forgiveness. In 4 hours, which is the time of the Tempest, not the time of the performance, which is shorter, 2 hours and a half, we see in front of us the entire history of the human creature. The question of faith again, even if both Jonas and Prospero, the main characters of these 2 plays, feel that they are abandoned by God, like Job, and they question it sometimes. But I think that they also find that despair is a supreme form of hope, and they find the force power to go on.
Our theater, the Western theater, the European theater, has a lot to do with tradition, like Molière or Shakespeare. And this piece from Brecht, for me, is very interesting because for me as an artist, it puts me in a place where it shows me that you have to research, you have always to search for things, never settle. This play for me is something like this. Brecht never settled with this play. He was always working on it. He was always thinking about it. And for me, this is what it has to say to the theater people, that we have always, theater has always have to change the form and try to find always a way to the audience. And especially today, with such all this very selfish era, you know, it's the person now is important. It's like now everybody is Vater. Sometimes we do not think, emotions are just overwhelm everything. You know, we give, in our culture, we give so much reprise to the emotions. But emotions are maybe always, they're a very bad consultant. They give bad advice. So for me, it's this question. It's very personal, but we also have to decide as a community, what do we want? Like, do you think war is good? Take responsibility and say yes if you believe it. Take the responsibility to talk to me like that and say, yes, I believe war is good. So we can discuss, because if you hide it, but you think something other, no, it's always going to be the same and same again.